Hey guys, welcome back. This is a really quick video, but given the set of circumstances right now going on with Bitcoin and the Bitcoin Cash, and nobody can really move their money into exchanges, I wanted to do a real quick overview to make sure, or at least with the subscribers of our channel and folks that are concerned with what's going on, that you don't get kind of lured in with these crazy prices. You know, it's kind of one of these situations right now. You know, I did that with this shirt here. Bottom line, guys, I just want to kind of go through what I see from just looking at the situation right now with the way Bitcoin Cash is going right now. And we kind of have this kind of airdrop event that's just occurred. So everybody that has BTC, and if you had your private keys, you have access to your Bitcoin Cash. However, you cannot put it into the different exchanges right now. All the exchanges right now are kind of locked. You have exchanges that are locked right now to where you cannot bring your coins in, and that's an issue. And this price that we're seeing right now is super reflective of a closed system kind of setup right now, where people that received BCH because they had left their Bitcoin in there, people have been artificially moving that price up. I mean, there's only so much volume that's in these exchanges right now that are pushing that price up to the points that we're seeing, where Benefax went all the way up to 1400 and then quickly crashed back down. If you're get caught buying on one of those big pumps, you know, you're at risk. And what I'm saying is, in a closed system, there's only so much supply that's being played with here in the grand scheme of things right now. We have some pretty straightforward facts that are going on right here. Nobody can move their BHD to any of the exchanges right now, and mining power that was publicly committed to BCH has moved back over to Bitcoin. So there's obviously some growing pains with this new fork they're having and have to go through. I'm just making sure that our subscriber base and folks have an acute awareness that don't get caught up in the pricing that is going on right here when you're talking a closed system that's easily manipulated right now. With just, I mean, this is equivalent to what you'll see on a normal exchange with a new alt currency that nobody really knows about, and then it goes way up and then comes crashing back down. Once these floodgates are open and this airdrop, people can start cycling in their actual coin, there's gonna be a lot of downward pressure on that price, especially if it's up here in that 1400 area. Because at the end of the day, there's a lot of people that are just like, wow, that's quick. You know, I did not have that value before, and now I do, or at least I think I do. So there's going to be a lot of people knocking on the door here to try to pull out some actual revenues that was unfounded until this thing split. So just, you know, it's one of these situations. You know, there's some people that are going to turn a blind eye to it and say, hey, I always said that I was going to do this. You don't unlock that kind of value that quickly. The value proposition does not make sense. So I'm just saying, if it's too good to be true, it probably is, and trust is earned, not given right away, right? And that's the way this system works right now with the way these exchanges and this currency works. Don't get it confused with any of the discussion that blockchain is trustless and all that stuff. That's the technology, and that's a factual thing when it comes to mathematics, and that it's nothing to do with people messing around with price. So just be careful. And we usually would never make a video kind of like this. We usually stick just to mining and stuff, but I just see some of the comments, some of the stuff in Discord, and some of the stuff that is part of that mining community, you know, trying to talk about making buys and, you know, and divesting, you know, the currencies that you do have in actually these exchanges to get the Bitcoin in the exchange and then buy up the BCH. You know, just that's a lot of that elevation of price right now is people dumping other stuff and buying BCH at high price. And I just don't want to see people get burned when these floodgates open. When all things are equal, when you can have entering and exiting of exchanges, and then if the price is held up, then there's enough actual market acceptance, there's enough speculative hold, you know, of the coin. You know, people don't want to get rid of it, so that they hold on to it. So then you have a lot less volume that creates the volatility. But until the platform, until the everything is the same with BTC with regards to you can come in and out of exchanges, it's a free market kind of setup. When that happens, and if the price holds, then we at least have some level of understanding that maybe that's where the price is going to set at, because people believe in it enough or speculate it enough to keep it at that rate. But when I start seeing pricing the way it is, and the math behind all of this doesn't make sense. What makes sense is that it's a closed system right now, and people can't flood their BHC in there to take advantage of the pricing. So just watch out for you. This is kind of a PSA, a real quick PSA announcement from just our side, the way we're looking at it, from the Bitsby Trippin side. Just when those floodgates open, guys, let's see where that price ends up being. And for the folks that support BCH, more power to them. That's great, but just be careful out there.